Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the top Mega Knight deck in the game that's crushing opponents with massive outplay potential. Both the rank 9 and 10 player in the world are using this deck. By surrounding the Mega Knight with an entire deck composed of 2 and 3 cost cards, this deck exceeds any expectations of maneuverability, amplifying the pressure, allowing evolved bats and wall breakers to get cycled back to before opponents are properly prepared, causing them to get blasted in the face by wall breakers or lose the game immediately to a bunch of bat bites, while the bandits dashing through to create even more chaos, and opponents' defenses for your bridge spam are never safe. Whether they get plowed down by the Little Prince, sniped by the Miner, or deleted by the Zap and Bar Barrel, this deck has multiple ways of supporting the bridge spam, so the pressure is never ending. It's time to rapidly jump faster to make more outplays and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone that's supporting the channel with credit code SirTag. Hey, this guy finished 693 in the world. Let's go. Aztec Extreme. I haven't seen this type of clan before, but I'm ready to play against you, man. We're going to unveil our trap card of our bandit in the back, and we'll see what you're going to do. Ice Wizard. So it's probably going to be a graveyard deck. Regularly, you see Ice Wizard with Graveyard Splash Shard, so he's going to have Baby Dragon, Tornado, Bar Barrel, Tombstone, Graveyard Poison. Typically, that's what we face. Let's just, like, not zap that. I was thinking about zapping that. I was like, I don't know. Maybe he, like, activates King Tower or something fancy. He'll probably go in for a Tornado if I decide to do anything with the Miner in the wrong spot. Wait. Huh. I'm really confused. Those are Barbarians. This is not a Graveyard deck. I don't know what I'm playing against anymore, Clash Royale. Anyway, ooh, he tried to get really fancy. He thought I was going to Mega Knight, and I decided not to. And he was Inferno Dragon making a prediction on that. You know what? Let's go for a dual lane pressure because I can't defend. So if I'm forced to not defend, let's try to take a tower here at least. Does zapping do anything for me? Nah, probably not. Well, we're zapping to the left because it's immediate. That's good overall. We're able to do a tremendous amount of damage with the Little Prince ramping up. And we forced out a zap from our opponent as well. So maybe I can take an entire left-hand tower because we can go in for Evolved Bats plus Miner and then have the Miner in front of the tower so it starts to tank for the Evolved Bats a little bit faster. Go Wall Breakers in the right. He's not going to be back to Skeleton Army, so he's probably just going to take a ton of damage. Ooh, he's going to have Ice Wizard. Dang it. I kind of forgot about that. Anyway, it's fine. It's going to be a 3 elixir for our opponent, 2 elixir for us. We get a Bandit to nullify the entirety of the Ice Wizard, and we're going to be hovering our Zap for any Skeleton Army that's going to be coming down. Royal Hogs with Balloon. Okay. I can't defend that tower. It's forfeit for sure. But the good thing about this is the Bandit will be able to take most of his tower if he doesn't respond to it. So I want to go in for a Barbarian Barrel, possibly make a prediction on a Skeleton Army with the Zap. I think that might be our best bet. So let's go for a Little Prince. Go for a Miner here. Ooh. I could definitely zap that and have the Bandit Knight, but I don't think it's worth. So we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can go for Bats on the right-hand side and then try to go for like Mega Knight at the river. A bit of an adventurous play, but it could work out for us today. Look, our Little Prince ability just to not leak any elixir. Maybe going for a zap here so we can keep the Little Prince alive a little bit longer. Going for our Bandit in the right. I fully expect him to Royal Hogs Balloon if we Mega Knight here on the right. Like, he should Royal Hogs Balloon. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Is that smart? Because he should be able to arrows or zap. Yeah, not good for us at all. We Little Prince, it's still not enough. We have to somehow take both of his towers. We're only going to take one. We actually lose this. There's no way I win. Yeah, there's no shot. This is crazy. I did not expect to have this happen, but I guess he's going to have arrows for these bats, and then the bats die, and the Bandit might lock on a tower, but it's not going to be enough, right? Unless, oh my gosh, Bandits took it. How did that happen? How did that happen? That's insane. All right, there's still a shot. We just need to discourage his Inferno Dragon from ruining my game. So let's go for this. Let's go for bats here, and then maybe going for a Bandit in the other side so we just keep up the pressure. Again, Little Prince in the same side that he's likely going to be spamming a bit more in. And then we can go Bar Barrel. Notice how I'm never Mega Knighting, because if I Mega Knight, then I'm definitely dead to the Balloon plus Royal Hogs push that's coming at me. So I got to go Bats here. And then, I mean, I should be able to defend this if I go in for a proper Zap. So then the Balloon doesn't get too many shots. And then we can go in for Wall Breakers plus Miner, because the Inferno Dragons are getting kited back by the Mega Knight. And then we can go in for a Bar Barrel and then maybe even like a Zap on top of the Skeletons. We needed a bit more damage from this Barb. Can it do it? One Barb in a dream, baby. Yes, sir. I can't believe we made that comeback. I thought I was 1,000,000,000% screwed. Using the overpowered card combination of Little Prince, Evolved Bats, and then Wall Breakers to sporadically spam your opponent and get positive elixir trades allows you the perfect opportunity to drop your Mega Knight and then pounce on your opponent. But if you're too captivated on always dropping your Mega Knight as the mascot of the deck, you're going to get yourself in horrible positions and lose the match, because he nets a lot of negative elixir trades at higher ladder. So when you force your opponent to spam into Mega Knight like you guys saw at the end when he went Royal Hogs on my 3 crown, that's what won us the match. because the counter push with the Mega Knight tanking for the Inferno Dragons allowed us to get huge value with the rest of the cards to 3-crown our opponent. And after that magical win, we've pushed up to 949 in the world, making our mark on the global leaderboard. Yo, we got a game against someone that's 36 in the world. Okay, all right, German Clasher. Jawohl, wie geht's dir? And we'll say Dankeschön after we take your tower, hopefully. Anyway, we're gonna go for a miner. He's gonna go Fish Boy, so this is not a fun matchup for me if we're playing against someone that's got a Royal Giant deck. Royal Giant is hard to play into because we don't have any building. It is still winnable, it's just not fun. So we are gonna go in for our bats here. He's gonna click his ability, and then we can Mega Knight on everything. Yes, sir. I love doing that. Also, no Fisherman in cycles, so this is gonna be pretty fishy if he's able to find a defense. He's not gonna be able to catch anything but a ton of damage, I believe. We're gonna go in for our wall breakers here. I could bar barrel, but it doesn't make sense when the wall breakers are gonna do more damage anyway. I could have done anything else, but it doesn't matter if we get both wall breakers to connect. I think that's a bit of a benefit for us. Fish Boy shouldn't even slap my tower once. Do I go for miner plus bats, or are we gonna get hit up with an Electro Spirit? Most of the time, Royal Giant decks are playing Electro Spirit. Sometimes when people are running Fishermen, they're gonna be running like Recruits plus Goblin Giant. But after the nerf, I've been seeing a lot more Royal Giant in the meta. He's going to go for a Phoenix, confirming my suspicions that it is going to be a Royal Giant deck. Barbell hits 1 slash on the tower, and then we can go for our Little Prince in the back as well. Man, I just want to do this and pray that our opponent... Oh, interesting. I mean, I just don't think that's good. In reality, you're spending a lot of elixir. The wall breakers are going to stay alive. We can easily go in for a bandit here because we know that you're not going to be able to defend. The Little Prince, that is. You're not able to drop the ability. Costs too much. And then you took a ton of damage from all of the wall breaker spam kiting in the left-hand side. The #1 tip that I have with this deck is initiating the wall breakers kites as you saw. If you kite with wall breakers, you will be getting such good trades. You're going to be able to force out elixir from the opponent. You're also going to go and make sure that they're going to get a bad trade because the towers, your princess towers, are going to kill everything. And then they have to respond to the wall breakers on defense too. The guy said good game. I think he thinks he's lost, which in reality, I think I've won as well, sir. You know why I think I've won? I can legitimately go in for a Mega Knight here, go for bats afterward, and bombard you with everything that I have and guarantee that you're dead. This is one of the more memey things that you can do in Clash Royale. I really wouldn't recommend it unless you're a memer like me, but I just wanted to take out his tower and I didn't want to wait any longer. We can defend with the Little Princes, as you guys saw initially. When they go for Royal Giant, you go Little Prince. You push back the Royal Giant with the Little Prince ability, and then they can't get any damage. So, because you don't have a building, kind of have to save your Little Prince for defense. I didn't expect deleting a ranked 36 player in the world's towers to be that easy, but that was light work, as we've worked our way up to 880 in the world. Hey, what's up, Yodi? So, this guy's gonna have the Little Prince banner, you already know. We're gonna get some big value with our wall breakers whenever we split them in the back or in the middle. Generally, I like splitting them in the back, but these wall breakers are built different. They are legitimately going to go and force out bats and almost all of our opponent's elixir at the start in the form of cheap cards. Not cards that he wants to drop either, because now I think the bandit might be able to meander its way onto the tower. He's going to go bar barrel, but it's not stopping the bandit dash. That was insane. I could have also added insult to injury, and I could have zapped the bats on the left-hand side, so then the wall breaker would have connected there. But I guess my foresight of saving the elixir might work out in our favor, because now I can afford the Little Prince way faster. It was not intended, but it worked out better for us. He just cycled the snowball, so how's he going to defend against the bats unless he goes in for an Ice Golem? Does he have Ice Golem in the deck? He's going to go Ice Spirit. It doesn't hit all the bats. 2 bats are alive. No, 3 of them. One of them has still stayed behind. That's insane. We can go click the ability of the Little Prince. Oh my gosh. The Mega Knight's like, Jake, I'm going to help you out too. Don't even worry. Don't worry your little pretty heart, sir. We're going to go in for a zap, and I think that with the Mega Knight on the 3-crown, I could be a massive monster. I might be able to 3-crown this man. That Guardian's still slashing sillily. All right, I like it. Since I don't have an amazing answer to someone that's running a balloon, like I can go for Little Prince, and I can go in for other stuff, like possibly going in for a Little Prince plus bats of evolution, but it's not going to work. He can just snowball every time, so generally a bit better for me to play like this. Just play aggressive and take it to our opponent and make sure he can't 3-crown me either. I'm going to go Bar Barrel here if I can afford it. I don't love this, but I think the Bar Barrel does allow the bandit to survive. Then the Rage from the Lumberjack kills. If we go for a Vol Bat, it'd be really stupid. I don't think he's going to be able to snowball fast enough, so let's go for Wall Breakers. And then I think the Barb dies. Nice. And we can go Bandit again. We're playing so aggressive right now, but I'm loving it. Yo, I think the Wall Breakers might connect. Lumberjack won't die fast enough. That's awesome. If the Lumberjack died just a little bit faster, then the rage might have killed my wall breakers. It's unfortunate that didn't happen. All right, we're gonna have to Mega Knight, obviously, because if we go Little Prince, he just balloons me, and I don't want that to happen. How are we gonna make this work? Goblin split is interesting, man. I don't necessarily love that on his end. Let's go for this. Let's try to get the bats to start moving and grooving at a different level so they don't die to a snowball or princess. We're gonna zap on top of his princess, and the bandit used that as a leapfrog. No way, the Mega Knight might jump. Yes, sir. One more slap. Didn't happen. All right, we can go for this, and then we can go for bats prediction on the balloon, and then we can miner in the back because he just uses lumberjack. Then we can possibly go for wall breakers to pull everything back. Let's go bandit. We're just saving our little prince for a rainy day. You know, I'm living in Seattle, so I'm used to those. I'm going to Mega Knight here. I can go for a bar barrel to finish off the princess. We can go for a zap on top of the bats. It's going to be so hard for him to defend. We are going on every single side, every single angle. And this guy, he's not going to catch the miner eventually. Someday, one day, please stop playing so well, man. I mean, I get it. You're ranked like 600 in the world and you're not wanting to lose the game, but please just let me make this happen, man. Mega Knight's not jumping. We are going to start to go like maybe miner cycle. Wait, we can miner in the front. He's not going to expect that. He's not going to expect that. There's no way. There's no way. You aren't ready for the sauce. Wait, you still stopped it? Come on, man. Chill. Chill, and I don't mean snowball. All right, we're going to miner, and we eventually win the game. But holy heck, this is a zap cycle fiasco. The guy caught my miner with 100% accuracy rate. I feel like he's got to go to an arcade to start playing whack-a-mole because he has a true talent, as we've successfully tunneled our way up to 729 in the world. Hey, #1 gym. Dude, we're pushing our way up to #1. Not really. I mean, we're 700 in the world right now, but one would think, we would wish, maybe we're #1 in his heart or something. Or maybe he's trying to be #1 in my heart because it's, after all, his name. I'm going to go barbell here. Maybe we can go for bats as well, just to apply a little bit more pressure. It's devious to go for a miner here when the bats are going to be coming at our opponent. He doesn't have goblins, so he has to go for like an anti-air response or eat damage, and he's eating a ton of damage. Okay, spam into my Mega Knight, man. I want to see it. Oh, he's not going to do it. Dang it. Let's go bandit on the other side, and then we can Mega Knight here, and then we can possibly go wall breakers. But this also impedes my elixir investment of being able to get back to a miner to go encounter the elixir collector. Not necessarily ideal, but we're going to go in for bats here as well. Log does not completely cripple my wall breakers. He has to go Ice Spirit as well, but the wall breakers both connect. Yo, he doesn't have goblins in cycle anymore. Let's miner here. This could work out. I think we snag the elixir collector, and then he's going to go for elixir collector in the middle. And he's going to try to build up a big push after he gets an elixir advantage. He's saying good luck. I mean, I don't think I got lucky at all. I think I just spammed you when you went in for an elixir collector, and I knew that I could get back to miner because my card cycle was quick. Oh, this is not good. Yeah, he was obviously going to try to defend that. We could go for a bar barrel here afterward. I just want the little prince to die, and then we can go for our own little prince here, and that's going to lock onto the expo. Sometimes you have to take damage. If you think that you can get away without taking damage, generally you're going to be wrong when you're down a lot of elixir. So we played safer rather than sorry. Oh, he's going to eat damage as well. He's going to learn from our rules. The rules of our duels are just incredible, I guess. Everyone wants to copy them. So, I wonder if I can cop a defense here against this archer. If I can go for wall breakers, I think the tower finishes it off. As long as the wall breakers don't get any ideas of pushing the evolved archer away. Cool, we even bait out an Ice Spirit. Now he doesn't have Ice Spirit for our evolved bats. Oh man, I hate this. I'm going to go Mega Knight, expect him to go Expo. Nice. So that was going to work out in two ways. Even if he Expo'd on the right-hand side, the Mega Knight would have been able to defend. And if it didn't happen, like there, then obviously we can go in for a pretty big push with our Mega Knight and get the best of both worlds. We're going to go for a zap on top of the goblins and the elixir collector. His fire spirit might not kill all the bats. Oh, he did get it. Man, this guy's annoying. He's a good player. I didn't expect him to be this good at the game. Let's Mega Knight again. Stop his parade push of expos. If he wants to expo other side, I'm fine with that. We have a lot more health to work with. Oh, he's not about it. He's not about it. All right. Let's wall breakers. Let's go and split our spam and then go in for a miner on the back. I think that the Mega Knight might just break through. If we go for a zap on top of the goblins, that could be good too. As long as the bats lock onto the tower, the Mega Knight on the right and the bats on the left, he is left over with no defense, no towers, and no way of coming back. I would let your Expo just teleport its arrows on my tower, and it still wouldn't be able to rack up in time, even with your evolved archers helping out. Maybe if you add on a little prince, but I'm not going to be that generous, man. Even though Christmas is close, we're going to be giving away 0 games today. Instead, we're going to take a page from Jim's book, using 0 gravity to float up some ranks to 585 in the world. All right, we got a game against Mr. Arthur. Let's see if he's the king of his castle. I want to go in for a bandit in the back and maybe, you know, overthrow the king. We've got Mega Knight, so we're enticing our opponent to spam into us on the other side because we just replenished our elixir now, but we were down 3 for a bit. He ended up dropping his Little Prince, giving us an availability of, being even with him. And he's going to click the Little Prince ability, and he's also going to go in for a log. So we're currently up. What's up, man? Are you going to give us a good Mega Knight? I think so. Yes, sir. So the Mega Knight is going to protect the bats so we don't lose those. I think that's okay. Not getting the Mega Knight splash to preserve the bats feels decent, especially if one bat survives. Oh my gosh, that one bat was tanking for the Inferno Tower too, enabling our Miner and Mega Knight to get more damage on the tower. So, how are we going to win this? The strategy for us likely is going to be playing against a Miner Poison deck. So, I want to overwhelm our opponent with the Mega Knights and then get the Miner on the tower and make sure he's captivated by the Mega Knight and has no elixir to deal with the Miner. So then maybe we can get some damage in the early stages and then just use that Miner tactic to win the rest of the match. I'm also going to cycle my Little Prince to the right-hand side because it's pretty obvious to me that he's going to have poison. I'd rather not give him free damage in left-hand side for a -1 trade because he'll take that every time. I'm going to go for wall breakers. I'm going to go bats, and I can maybe get a Miner in front of this. I hope I can get a Miner in front of the bats or the wall breakers or something. Okay, this is interesting. Let's zap. Let's kill his Little Prince and then maybe make something happen with our Little Prince in the right. Hey, that's great. We take those. I can go Barbarrel, and then I can go for a Bat's Evolution if he spams a bit more. I don't know if he wants to, though. I don't know if he's one of them. Okay, he is going to start spamming a bit more. Yo, if he hit my Bat's Evolution with a Fire Spirit, I would have broken down and cried right in front of y'all. So I'm glad that didn't happen. I know that I want to continuously go in for Miners and then Bandits because I want him to Rail Delivery so then he won't have the Fire Spirit or the Rail Delivery for our Bats. Also, we can zap this and kill it a little bit faster. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, if I go Bats, I have to go for a Barbarrel prediction on top of a Fire Spirit. So I think I can do this. Where's the Fire Spirit? Like 2 seconds? Yes, sir! Those are the type of outplays that you have to make if you want to beat these players. Because otherwise, the bats die, and then you're dead. And then you're like, well, this sucks. He's going to go delivery, so let's go wall breakers because he's not going to have the delivery and cycle. Then we can go for a zap, possibly impede his counter to the wall breakers. Yes, sir. That was a complete outplay. And Arthur, your kingdom has collapsed. We've taken your tower, and we've won this match. It's always satisfying ending the day with an outplay because you feel like you've actually earned your win. Instead of just spamming a Goblin Giant Sparky Rage, you did something to deserve the W. And this deck allows you to make that magic happen often. With Miners and Zaps, and with a ton of fast-moving cards, sometimes you can anticipate your opponents, make predictions, and immediately win the match. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an amazing rest of your day.